I've been thinking. I can't think of the word. It's not royal.
Regal.
Regal. Yes.
Regal.
Regal.
Did you just snap into your microphone?
Yes.
So fucking white, dude. You probably do that when you solve crossword puzzles at the coffee table, too. You're like 5 letters across, another word for sack.
Look,
Listen.
what you're doing, Zeke, right now, it's actually racism. So
It's diet racism.
you gotta diet racism. Racism against white people is just diet racism, low calorie.
It's just us getting back.
What is up, guys? I am Doug Polk. Welcome to another episode of Poker Hands. I'm just kidding. It's the Bad Melee podcast. We're about to go to Genesis in a couple days. Zeke's hyped. Neeper's hyped.
I'm so excited, dude. Holy
I'm
shit. I've been
kinda
talking about it
hyped.
nonstop.
I'm not sure how I feel about it, honestly. It'll be nice to hang out with friends, but I've been in a bit of a Melee slump. I'm playing, playing like shit.
Do you want to talk about it? Because I feel like everything that happens in your Melee life coincides with my Melee life.
Yeah, are we just on the same like period cycle? Like,
yeah, because
women
we
living
both
together.
came back from Big House and became like godlike. We became
Yes, that's true.
one of us more so than the other. I'm sorry, Claremont, that I'm not good enough to beat your number 10.
That's right.
But, okay, so there was a monthly that happened in Colorado this last Saturday, so like 4 days ago. If I can, no, yeah, 4 days.
Your boy left the venue, dude.
Dude, I was so
Yeah.
tilted. Okay, so
What
they
happened?
did this thing. They did doubles first, and I was teaming with my static doubles partner, Crow, who's like a pretty solid Foxman. Not only was he playing in doubles, he was TOing the tournament. So you think that he would be playing a little bit worse, right? But no, this man was playing fucking out of his mind. He was like probably 2v1ing, and I was just throwing out fares every now and then. That was about it. So all I had to do was just somehow not kill him, and I failed to do that, dude.
You just kept killing
In
your
so
own
many-
man.
In so many games, I was just like, I got this one, and then just let it rip, and he died at 30 from like
No.
an F smash multiple times. And okay, we lost in winners, and the whole time I was just apologizing because I go on tilt really easily. For those who don't know, like if I get upset, I won't do it in the same game, but afterwards, like once I'm knocked into losers, it takes me a moment to regain my composure. So I was just like, I'm sorry, John. Listen, I'm gonna do better. Blah blah blah. He's like, don't worry about it, dude. Fine.
He's
we
like,
have
stop
losers."
being weird. God damn.
In
Stop
losers, we
trying.
lost to Sean Dempsey, the legendary
Oh,
Yoshi
no.
player who's known. Anthony beat him at his first tournament. He got pissed. His partner, who is like, he wasn't even playing his main, he was playing his secondary. So 2 players who were like notably worse than us. And it came down to a 2v1. I was at like 20 and fucking John was at like 100. He gets a grab and my mind just shits itself. And I just forward smash and it kills John.
No.
And then he proceeds to win the 2v1 against me. And I like unplugged my controller and like I just told John I'm sorry and I gave him money for the fucking tournament. He's like, listen, I didn't even pay for tournament. I TO'd this shit, all right? So he's like trying to console me, and this whole time I'm just sitting sad in my chair about how bad I am. And then instantly after that, single starts. And in my round 1 is against like this up and coming ice climbers player. He's been doing like pretty well at the weeklies and stuff. But I just fair once, get grabbed and get wobbled, and then I just told him I didn't want to play Melee anymore. And then I felt
What?
bad because he felt like it was because of him.
So wait, he wobbled you one stock, and what did you do?
I wobbled him one stock and I just LRA started, and I was like, I think I'm just going to drop out of the
Oh
tournament.
my god!
And I
Oh,
dropped out of the
no.
tournament. And the worst part was I was second seed at that tournament, like for the entire thing.
You
Only behind
fucker.
Eichelman.
You allowed a wobbler to
No,
continue on.
That was just the fucking straw that broke the camel's back. There were 4 ice climbers in top 16, by the way. It was disgusting. So now I'm just like, I took a break. I binge bought a shit ton of games on Steam.
Did you get Lisa?
Uh,
You should get Lisa.
No, I got Lisa. I love Lisa.
Nice. Sick
I played that game so many times. I bought it mostly so Delaney could play through it because she hasn't played it before. But that's probably like in my top 5 RPGs of all time.
It's pretty sick.
So yeah, that's what I did. And then I started playing Melee again today because I kind of want to not be rusty before Genesis.
Right. That's
So
what
you
I've
should
been doing,
also
too.
practice so that it,
Yeah, that's my plan too.
coincide.
I mean,
so the prophecy doesn't shit itself.
I feel you. My problem is that like the holidays, I didn't really play much Melee, and then I came back to a tournament, and I've just been like, I don't know, like a slump in like life in general. So like when I went to a tournament this weekend, I went like 0-2 after pools. I made it out, but I was like, fuck, like that's why I'm not super looking forward to Genesis, because I'm like, what if I just go and I'm playing like fucking balls and ass and I can't like do anything mentally in the game besides just press down B, and I don't know. That's a bad mindset though. So I'm gonna crisp up and we'll see how it goes. So
I've been like trying to draw parallels from that too, where this being like my first monthly after being put on a PR for the first time, I went into it with like all these expectations where if you're seated second, technically that means that anything that's not second or above is an upset. And I think I just kind of got into my own head about it.
yeah,
and the same thing about Genesis
PRs are
is,
too much, dude.
I know, and the thing about Genesis is this is the first national that since I'm on the Colorado PR now, I got seated at in Genesis. And god damn it, all these guys are gonna like go into it with the mindset that I did when I was playing against like King Quiggles. Where it's
the
like
saga.
if they beat me, they're gonna be super excited, and I'm just gonna be dejected because I'm a broken man because I'm emotionally tilted when it comes to melee.
You're a shell. You're a shell
so
of a being.
So I'm trying to fucking do all I can to reinforce a positive mindset, not try to think about the expectations that aren't even really there. So
you don't think about losing. You don't think about grain death. You think about just
reverse
killing
fair dare.
The other man on the screen time. But yeah, so a Neeper has been just stranded in Bakersfield, just like exiled to the hot central desert of hell.
I am stuck here, and I just got to get an appointment out of the way. Then I come back home to my boys.
To your boys, the Neep house gonna fucking fire up the engines again, put some coal in the furnace. That the Howl's moving Neep house castle just fucking striding across the land, and everyone's playing Melee inside. So
go tell your boys that Neep Fest is coming back.
Tell your wife, tell your kids, dude.
I'm gonna reinvigorate the West 909 scene.
So we're West 909 now. It's a lot of kicking and screaming about it, but it happened. So yeah, be on the lookout for West 909 rolling up at fucking Genesis. It's like me and Neeper. It's like it. But yeah, so Genesis is happening. What I don't know. What are you guys' predictions for like the game? I don't fucking know. Who cares? Who cares who's gonna win? We're not gonna win.
Well, Westball's literally just hurt his finger today, so.
Did you dab too? He just dabbed too hard. He just got like a shard of fucking bubbler glass into his goddamn joints.
Either that or the bad melee finger assassin is out there working again.
He's wildin'. Why would he go after Westballs? Like, what did it...
That was in the script.
Oh, no. We only paid for Hungrybox.
Yeah.
He's trying to like throw the trail off of the cops so that they don't trace it back to us.
Right, yeah. It's like, well, they like Westballs, so it wouldn't be those guys. I wonder if any other sick hand injuries will happen. Like, I don't know. Mango and the boys have been like playing football. Like, I don't know. It's a little dangerous. You got to start thinking about that. Like, if Melee is your career, should you really be going and playing football? Like, what if you catch that motherfucker wrong and,
it's over.
Bend something. It's done. Well,
Mango's
not done. He can stream Dark Souls, but...
More importantly, should your sponsors even be letting you? Like, they have authority over that, I'm pretty sure.
What if there's like a Cloud9 like man who just kind of follows Mango around and just like make sure he doesn't do dumb shit with his fingers? Like, it's
Tafo now.
It's like right. It's like he's trying to fix like some plumbing in the fucking kitchen, and it's like there's sharp tools and equipment, and there's the Cloud9 man's like, hey, don't do that. Don't just don't do that.
He like intercepts the ball.
Yeah.
And just takes it away.
Runs it back. Mango's like, you weren't even on the team. Come on. So yeah, I don't know. Who's gonna win the video games? Leffen? Leffen's Falco?
It's probably just gonna be Leffen Armada Grand Finals, to be honest.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool.
I think it'd be kind of sad.
I'm coming around.
Yeah, it would be really sad.
I think Genesis is the one where you get the free pass for Mango, like to be in Grand Finals. Grand Finals.
It's like, all right. You know what I bet's gonna happen? Mango's gonna take a fucking hot shit on Plup one more time. Like every time they've met at a big national, like the past like 3 or 4, he's done some like sick, dirty, fucked up combo to Plup, or like some weird shit.
Some
and
Giffy Cat moment.
And it's always Plup. Like poor motherfucker. Like I don't understand why. So I definitely predict that Mango and Plup will meet in bracket, and he'll just like take a fucking creamy ass dump right in his mouth with like his Mario or something. Like, who knows?
It's so vivid.
So
Creamy ass dump.
So yeah, that's one of my predictions.
No, it's just hard to speculate too much when it's like nothing has happened
How do
yet.
you guys think Hungrybox will do?
I think he'll get. I still get like
Get a
fourth
clean
or
17th?
third or
No,
fourth.
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think that. Okay, I think that he's doing the option select where if he underperforms, he's like, I had an injury, but if he wins, he's just incredible.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know, he did it with an injury,
Right.
which is so funny to me. It's like Michael Jordan's. That's so funny that this is the equivalent of Michael Jordan's flu game for our sport. Where like Michael Jordan has the flu and he's just like sweating fucking buckets.
Gotta
on the
play,
bench.
man. Gotta
He still
play.
drops like 42 points or whatever and wins the game. And then Hungrybox is like, yeah, man, got a bad splint in my finger, but I got to do it for the fans out there. Got to do it for Liquid.
Got to do it so Zeke can put out a nice measured and composed tweet about his win.
140.
No.
Do you have it drafted up already? Way to go, Hungrybox! Representing Team Liquid, he is your Genesis 4 winner.
Winner.
Did I nail it?
Well, the best part
Can
is
I have your job?
Yeah, please take it away from me. The best part is the person that's going to Genesis, who's also from Team Liquid, is like the player manager for Hungrybox, which means that she's going to do all the coverage. So I actually just get to enjoy the event. Which what is your bold prediction, Neeper? What is your Doritos bold flavor prediction?
Your
of
extra
of
spicy
the day?
nacho flavored.
Well, okay. After watching the last frame, or no, it wasn't. Last Lock Legends. That's what it was.
Last frame.
Last,
I was thinking of the
60 frames of your life. Now you die. Grain Death, the movie.
The Last Lock Legends thing that came out today. I can't hope for anything else other than Armada Mango in the finals. But of course, it's not super realistic unless Mango has literal godsend again. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think
Cyrock's
Armada
number one.
Mango finals would be that sick. Like Mango plus X player would be cool. Besides like Puff.
Of course, yeah, but like it's the legacy. Like in terms of history.
Fuck, dude. What if Armada?
Right.
I want Armada to lose to Smash Godders. I just want something to happen so I can feel
I
something
want-
again.
I want Mango to win it, of course, because it
I
would
want
just be that
Armada
much more
to get
hype.
13th, so that I have motivation to continue to win the game, like to play the game.
If Armada gets 13th, that you'll
Right
continue.
now, we're all playing for second.
That's true.
Currently, as of right now, everyone in the entire world who plays Super Smash Bros. Melee and tries to be good is simply playing for second place.
Well, not for
That's
Hungrybox.
a fucked up thing to think about.
No, it is for Hungrybox. Did you see the record of like their sets? He's still up despite like the Evo set and shit by like a shit ton. I think he's up like 4 sets still, which is insane.
Jeez.
Because like,
Melee's so hard.
can we stop the whole Mango versus Armada GOAT conversation? Because it pisses me off, dude. Every time someone's like, "Yeah, but like, what if Mango like side B'd a lot and maybe just styled on him? And then you think he'd be the GOAT?" And that's like the backbone of their argument. It's like you bring up all the tournament results. It's like, all right, yeah, maybe Armada's won like 90% of all the events he's attended, but like, what if there's not that 90%? Then what? And that seems to be like r/SSBM's fucking fallback.
Well, everyone just wants to hold on to like the idea that the world isn't laid out in front of us with mathematics. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I want to see some horse shit, right? I want to see Swedish Delight's Luigi versus fucking
Hungrybox and win.
versus Hungrybox's Young Link in grand finals. But like I don't know. That's just me being bored, I guess, with like the idea of like fucking Armada, which isn't. That's a very
That's why,
spectator
okay.
thing to think.
When like spectating was fun for me, not fun, but like we're the weird hybrid, right? Of like spectator. Well, I guess it's not really that weird. I feel like a lot of people who spectate Melee also play.
Yeah.
But like from a pure spectator point of view, you're just like, okay, I want to watch something sick. I just want to watch sick melee, fast melee. From a player's point of view, if you're not a spectator, aka anyone who's ever made a top 8 at a national ever, who doesn't spectate themselves, they just want to do the most optimal shit to win. Everyone else who's like probably the 80 percentile who falls into the overlap, they all want to like see it happen, but they want to be that change that happens, you know?
Yeah, of course. I
And
think that's the dragon that everybody's really chasing is me.
So it's like if you see Armada bleed, you know, you see him drop a set to fucking Zane or whoever the fuck, you're just like, oh shit, I can be the next Zane, because suddenly it becomes a lot less daunting than trying to become the next Armada.
That's what I've always had a problem with, the idea that like we call them gods. Like that's so like self-defeating. Like sure they're sick, but like the idea that they are so ascended above us fucking mortals, it's like
no one else has a chance.
That's the racket, dude. That's the fucking scam of Melee, is that they're gods and we're not, and we're trying to become them and kill them like it's Final Fantasy.
Crazy, dude.
I don't know. I think
Colossus.
Yeah.
I think pretty much opposite of that, where it's like, of course, like one day I want to be able to beat them and stuff like that, but the fact that they have such a skill gap between the lower players that they like you don't even consider the thought of an upset against like some of the top 100 people. That idea like really, really, really turns me on to the idea of Melee.
Get your Pengus all spicy.
Really gets my gears going.
That's really interesting because I don't feel that way at all. So I don't.
Yeah, mine is like the opposite. Like when I started playing Melee, it was like late 2014, which is just like coming to the end of Mango's like dominance or whatever. And that was exciting for me because Mango, who from what I had understood was just like the best by far, and then he starts losing, and now it's Armada, and now Armada's the best, and Armada just doesn't lose. So now it's just scary. I'm like, oh shit! I liked when Mango was in charge more because like at least he dropped a set every now and then.
Yeah.
Now it's like Armada's pretty much guaranteed a free pass to winners finals at literally every tournament he goes to.
Armada just gives me the idea that it's possible to be so insanely consistent that you are the best. Like there's a lot less variance in Melee than like it might let on when you're worse and like you have off and on days, right?
Yeah.
I think
like
the best part,
Armada's like C day will still beat 99.999% of players, or he's just so absurdly good.
About Armada being as consistent as he is that he does it with a character that's not as spacey.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with it.
What is Peach, like 6th on the tier list or something?
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
which is insane to me because now I have no avenue to complain about my character.
It's true.
I'm just like, oh, if Armada can do it with a worse character, why can't I do it with a better one?
Mm-hmm.
Even though everyone has those days, you're like, yeah, man, I don't know if Falco has what it takes.
Every Falco main, that's
invincibility
every day for every Falco main.
It's just like, think about it, man. I mean,
can Falco really win another major? Is it possible?
Granted, there are
They're like comparing him to Falcon
in top 10 as there are Marths, but does he have what it takes?
God. Okay, so I mean, so aside from like Le Melee esports world, what do you think will happen at Genesis that's like some just general like shit? Like, unfortunately, no FurCon this year. But I bet, like, I don't know. Wouldn't it be so sick if, like, a fist fight broke out?
Like a brawl.
Like on the
Someone
fucking
dies.
on the venue floor. Yeah, some guys just fucking. Well, that'd be really
heat stroke while cheering for Mango.
Yeah, heat stroke. Some guys that go to the hospital, and then like Mango comes and visits him, and like it's fucking, right?
Very heartwarming, actually.
I don't know. I mean, these majors keep happening, right? And something eventually has to break. Like mathematically, on a long enough timeline, okay, let me tell you something.
Chaos has to take over.
Where I grew up, near the western side of Colorado, there's a thing called Country Jam, and it's really lame.
Hell yeah, dude, Country Jam.
And it's a bunch of white people getting together and enjoying like a 3-day long camping and like festival of like country music.
The Juggalos, but before Juggalos existed.
Yeah, exactly. It's just Juggalos without the makeup, honestly. So
burning crosses.
So
shine to be had
at Country Jam when you're a teenager or like a young I don't know, adult or whatever, you're like, I want to go to country jam because a lot of girls go there and everyone gets super wasted, and the guys go to like try to get laid and the girls go because it's just fun and whatever. But there's a lot of incentive, right, to go basically. Anyway, so at country jam, I didn't see this, but I heard it from many people. I was actually there. Please don't make fun of me. There, on the way back from the concert, everyone, like, when the concert's over, everyone walks back to the campground area where they just get super wasted in tents and RVs and do whatever, redneck stuff. And on the way back, right in the middle of the grass, like near the fucking churro stand, were two people, a man and a woman, just drunk as shit and just fucking on the ground. Just fucking going at it. And surrounded around them were just like a bunch of people watching. And it was like this weird, like, eyes wide shut, like fucking, like, disgusting debauchery, like, moment that happened. And there's like kids that go to this thing too. It's very, very fucked up. But I heard there's multiple people. And on a long enough timeline, at least one major will have that. That's what I'm saying. So
I don't know if it'll be as open as on the floor
right.
in the hall.
But something like that weird has to happen. Like, you gather enough people up in a place, eventually, I don't know.
What I'm thinking is, like, Armada is going to be banging a fangirl in a pool, like in the hotel room or something.
Armada doesn't look like he does that. He doesn't look like... Armada does... I don't think he's ever had a boner.
Well, obviously he wouldn't initiate it, but
no, but like, can you imagine like
come on,
Armada gets a boner and he's like, "Well, this doesn't have anything to do with melee," and then it just kind of goes away. But yeah, I don't know. So, like a cool fist fight or like fucking.
I'll start the fist fight. I'll do it for you.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah.
I'll just
fight Leffen.
Just finally be that guy. It's like, hey, fuck you, bro! Like, local SoCal shitter attacks pro Smash Bros. Player. Yeah. I don't know. What else? What else would happen?
Are we going to do
what do you think's going to fucking go down at Genesis, boys?
Boys.
I mean, player-wise, there's like the Cyrox money match.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's exciting or disappointing because it's, again, like, fabricated drama, so I don't really care too much.
Yeah, Gatsu was on our SSBM, and he was like, yeah, like, I don't know, we just kind of played it up, but, you know, it'll be a really hype set. And it's like...
A week ago, they were fucking streaming at each other at Gatsu's house, like, just being like, buddy-buddy.
It's like, you fucking...
People are blowing this out of proportion, but that's only...
It's all a scam, dude. Melee's
and funny enough,
scam.
Gatsu... There's this guy, 12up.com or whatever. It's like a poser esports journalism page.
Shots.
This guy wrote, and he wrote about Cyrox's Evo run as well, which was really shittily written. And just like, it's so poorly constructed. And the same guy wrote the article hyping up the money match where he's like, looks like Gatsu's coming out swinging, but Cyrox shuts him down. And it's just like...
Reporting on tweets is like...
Screenshots of the tweets, yeah.
I'm never gonna get used to that. Like CNN does that, and I'm just never gonna be okay with that. I think ultimately.
And it was like I said, it was the same guy who wrote the Evo article. So just picture all this like fabricated journalism bullshit, fake hype, and then like poor grammar, and then you have 12up.com.
Ooh. Get fucking roasted by Team Liquid Zone.
And then Gatsu came in because someone posted in Colorado Smash, and they were like, "Did you guys see this?" And Gatsu's in there, and like the thumbnail for the link is like Gatsu smiling with like a microphone by him, like he's being interviewed or something.
Seeing battle rapped.
And he commented and said, that microphone might as well be a dick because that's all this article gave me.
Nice.
That made me laugh so hard. I was like, good shit, Jason.
Yeah, he's pretty real, actually. I mean, besides the hyping up the stuff, but he seems pretty chill.
I hung out with him a ton at STR. He's definitely a homie.
What did you call him? Wait, what's his name?
Jason.
You call him Jason because you're tight with pro players like that?
It was cooler.
You tight with
I actually think Gatsu's so much cooler than his actual name. Some people's tags... Okay, we can touch on this really quickly because I think this is interesting. are there players in your scene that you'll refer to as their tag and not their name, or vice versa?
Yeah, I think about that actually. Like, if I had never had my tag as Slime and it was like Big Tobacco or something, like Victor, V Money calls me Slime all the time. I don't think he's ever called me Anthony. Actually, a lot of the Claremont guys, they don't. They just call me Slime, and I'm like, cool. It's like it's one syllable. It works a lot. But what if my tag was Big Tobacco? Would they be calling me Big Tobacco? Like, would
you be pushing a wrong agenda?
Right? Would it be wrong of me? But so I do think about that, and yes, there are people who their tag sort of lend itself to saying that, more than I'm pretty sure Mango's like mom calls him Mango. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I could just go down the PR in Colorado real quick. And it's like people that I will never call by their actual names or people that I'll never call them by their tags. Number one's like Justin or Cyrox. That one kind of,
What do you call him? You call him young bitch?
I call him baby boy Burrows and then, slap him on his ass. Number two, I think Eichelman is such a dumb tag, especially when you have to say it. Like if you're in public, like, hey, yeah. Like even if you're in public with him and you call him Eichelman, he'll be like, "Please just call me Ian, dude." Like I'm not proud of you. And then the number 3 is Pat, which is cool because it's his name, Pat. His tag is like Pat Cake or something, so I'm Pat. And then 4, our boy, Slip and Slide Genius, who I'll never fucking call that name with a 10-foot pole.
Hey, Slip and Slide Genius, get in the car. It just doesn't.
You're like referring. Grab some lunch, Slip and Slide Genius.
You're like referring to him as his credentials.
Just listing off his resume, and then 5, we got my boy, Holy Nugs. Big weed.
I fucking hate weed tags so goddamn much. Oh my god.
Which is funny because his name is like another really cool name where it's just like Irv. It's Irvin, but like Irv. I've always called him Irv ever since the day I met him because it just flows nice, sounds, nice, crisp.
Yeah, but weed is sick, dude.
But it's like, that's another thing that makes me question it. Like when you're coming up with your tag, you understand that people are going to be referring to you as this, like for as long as you're around. You're like, yeah.
Well, I didn't think about that. I think, when people think of their tags, I think they go through a mental sort of framework and like how it would appear in certain contexts. When I thought of my tag, I just thought how funny it would sound being shouted out by a TO and appearing on a challenge, because that's how I interacted with tags before I moved here, because I never went to goddamn tournaments, right? So it's different, like when I made a bunch of friends and like people that would call me that and know me by that, I was like, oh, maybe I should drop the official. That's probably a good idea. But that's the thing, you gotta, when you get your tag, when you make your tag or whatever, you gotta think about all the angles, unless you really don't care, which is even cooler.
Yeah, that's why I just attached Neeper to my name. It's like,
well, you just have a good last name. It's just a good last name in general.
People just always call me it, so it's like, might as well. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's so attached to my actual name. It's like brand recognition in a very singular, personal sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like you hear Neeper, like there's not going to be another Neeper.
You hear Neeper, you think kale chips. You think a really nice house.
Think of snapping when you find out problems. The answer to problems, rather.
I've been doing that
Neeper,
too much
egg
recently.
For you.
Who is okay. Also piggybacking off this, which we piggybacked earlier, who is the highest ranked player with the dumbest tag? Because I'm in favor of R2D Lou myself.
I think
is he ranked on
easiest.
MILM?
I mean, he was close. He was definitely like 109 or something this year.
The easiest one was Dr. PP, of course.
But
I think SFAT is a stupid fucking dumb tag.
I agree.
I think Shroomed is really dumb because it's like,
I just hate like NorCal's got some questionable decisions.
I just hate drug tags because they're just so one off. It's like, this is me, Shrooms.
I think that Pew Pew You, if I didn't have such a positive connotation with his existence, would be a really shitty tag. Actually, never mind. That was a dumb question. The more I think about it, some tags are just really shitty.
But that's the thing. Okay, I thought about this a lot, actually. Like, a name itself as a thing it just doesn't matter ultimately, because when we start to use it, it just takes on all the meanings that we want to put into it. A name is just an empty container. It's really weird. Like, I don't know. But some of them are easier to swallow.
Who do you think is the coolest name?
I think Armada's is pretty good.
Mango's is perfect.
I think Mango's is really good as far as like gamer tags go.
But it's like a fucking fruit.
Yeah.
Like when I first heard of it, it was very
It's like something that you can say, and people who are in the community will know like what you're talking about instantly, and it's not something that you like feel ashamed of. Like you could call a guy Mango, and you're like, yeah, I don't really feel like that bad.
It's
for
way
you don't feel
better
like you're
than
calling
saying,
someone Mewtwo King.
Hey, Nintendo, yeah, Mewtwo
Oh my God,
King.
how did that one go?
That's what I'm saying. That's the beauty of like the way we perceive names is like we say Mewtwo King on maybe a daily basis, and we don't blink a fucking eye about it. Like that is absurd.
I've probably said Mewtwo King more than I've said my own like mom or grandma's name. It
yeah,
makes me
right.
So sad.
That's so fucking dumb. Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, our pools actually, real quick. We'll go through these. I'll do them. Oh my God, I'm scrolling up in the Discord chat, and it's just like old pictures of Zeke from when he was like 14. Pictures of Ringler. It is a shit show in here. Okay. So Neeper's pools. All right, everyone listening, raise your hand if you are in Neeper's pool. We got Beely, Boogeyman, Bojo, Don B, Iceman, Jakester, James.
Oh, Iceman's so good.
Is he really?
He's number 3 in Washington. He's a Marth player.
Oh shit. Neeper sounds really dumb.
Oh, that's me.
Mario Party with Beer, One Punch Man, Red Eagle 2000, which is a fucking sick tag. Rubber Doggy and Sweet D.
Rubber Doggy.
I do recognize a goddamn person. Apparently Zeke did, Iceman. So good luck, Neeper. I believe in you.
Oh boy. That'll be fun.
My pool, 2 p.m. Bangs, Flanman, Golf, Jnu, Cujo, Mommy, Phoenix Zero, Slime. I heard he has a huge pengus. Soap Suds, Unagi, Weston, Winen, and Yamaniko. A lot of weebs. I slay weebs. That should be my tag, actually, is I slay weebs.
That'd be a great tag.
Come at me, you fucking... Actually, weebs who play Marth are the scariest fucking players. I never want to play a weeb who's, like, sick at Marth. Because you know they, like, believe that they're Marth. And they'll just fuck you up. Like, Falco, he's done, dude. It's over. And then Zeke... He has Blue 2, who Neeper says is really good. Day who got, what was it, 17th at Beast? So easy.
17th at Beast, yeah, the most recent one, so he's pretty solid.
Go
he's
Cutie Go. Indy, what a stupid tag. Justin White, who is not Gravy. His tag is just Justin White. Cold Blooded, No Chill, Parkachu 0, Potato.
What?
R4 Rice, and then under it says R. Not real last name California. Witness, Yep, and Zantpowa, who again, remind me who that was.
He's the guy who I think he got really famous after, not really famous, obviously.
Oh, he's the mango baby face guy.
Yeah, Big House 5 just had a big printout sign of Mango's baby's face and held it up.
We should ruin his entire experience by spray painting a swastika onto it.
Jesus Christ, that'd be sick. And then just not telling him about it the whole time and getting all of his friends in on it.
Like, you know, at least once he would raise it up without knowing, and there's a big swastika over Mango's son.
Sprint out of, like, headphones still attached, drags down the entire VGBC setup. The stream goes down just to take it down.
Shit's just falling over. Just like, because there's a swastika over another man's child baby son's face.
Apostle's still just sitting there eating KFC as crumbs are falling, and he's just like, just fine. What does Apostle do, dude? I feel like he plays a more pivotal role than I think, but I also think I could just be
Yeah,
completely wrong.
he does. He is one of those roles. It's like he's definitely the linchpin, but we'll never know how.
Gimmer's brother.
Apostle
Official
and Gimmer.
title.
Apostle and Gimmer. Apostle is my rock. That should be Gimmer's tag. You should keep religion out of your tag too. Come on.
I was thinking about that too.
No
Religious
drug tags, no religion tags, no girlfriend boyfriend tags.
Zeke Apostle's kind of cute. It's not like associated with any one religion, right?
Yeah, but he is though, because like they're super like Christian or whatever, which is fine.
Oh,
but it's like Apostle's a cool tag if it's. I feel like if the religious connotation is removed from it. You
I
know?
think that if he wasn't brothers with God is my rock, that would
Right,
kinda be
exactly. That's what fucks it up.
Are you kidding me?
Did you not know
No,
that?
that's literally what Gimmer stands for.
Gimmer's tag stands for God is my rock.
That's
I know it's kind of lame,
Still
but it's okay. It's
really
just
lame.
It's just like, come on, dude. Like, I don't know. It's fine. I guess it's fine. It doesn't okay.
Now that we've gotten
So
off
those
the
are our
fucking
pools.
rails.
Those are our pools. So let me just say, if I see you in my pool and you're a sword swinging weeb, get ready to face my ass because I'm
Slay.
training with the 8th best Marth in Colorado.
I don't think that's how that works.
And he's going to train me up beforehand, so you better be careful. If you play other characters, I don't know. I don't know. It'll be fun. Also,
if you're a mediocre fox, then I got you handled, dude.
got you handled. Or a slightly less than average falcon. You got that slime practice.
Oh, true.
Let's go. Are you guys trying to take money matches? Would you like to announce?
Everyone, please, money
Down.
match.
I got cash.
Neeper's got a white dad. I've got a job. Zeke saved up. We're ready, dude. We're ready to take your stupid fucking money right from
We'll
your
do
fucking
fucking
hands.
3-on-3 crews. Bad melee versus the fucking world
Yo,
right now,
bad
dude.
melee versus your crew. Suck
Right,
our
yeah.
dicks.
Ooh,
Yeah, loser gets.
that'd be so
real
much
big
fun. Really big suck.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That'd be so sick. Our team is so shitty.
Who would start?
Fox, and only 2 of us are on PRs. So I mean,
Hey, I'm on 2 PRs, so I got enough PRs for everyone.
I'm on the
Get
PR
more
in my mind.
distribution. We are still 1-to-1 on PRs, so it's fine.
Yeah, so money matches fine as I'll probably be wearing my suffer hat. At Big House, people
I
came
have
up to
a,
me. That was cool. So
I have
Something
a hat that's just like Anthony's, except it's inverse color, so it's white with black text, and it says "Dad," and I'll most likely be seen with the man with the suffer hat.
do you really have
then
that
I'll-
hat?
Yeah, I showed it.
It
That
says
picture
Dad?
was from my bed. Yes.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just a meme.
Real hat. Would you prefer it if it was a meme?
I
Do you not
know.
want me
I
to
just
wear it?
didn't. I just didn't believe. And that's my fault. Got to do. So yeah, those are our pools. Come money match us. Money match our crew. Money match Neeper. Look how handsome he is. He's pretty cool.
Handsome match, Neeper, in fact.
Handsome
can-
match. Ooh, dick size money match. Come at me.
No.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, DM me. I'm gonna leave my Twitter DMs open. If you want the room number, we're gonna play. What are the
We're
odds?
gonna play. What are the odds? For
Oh, hell yeah.
We're gonna
There's gonna be a
go.
lot of wieners in the room.
If
if
you're
you're
trying to see
interested.
some dick,
If
welcome.
you're interested, shoot me a DM.
Yes.
Zeke, are we gonna get?
A Nick
Are we gonna
Yingling
get-
honest DM.
Are we gonna get drunk there? 'Cause
Oh,
I
of
wanna
course,
get
dude.
drunk with you.
I'm actually so apologetic that Anthony had to deal with me at Big House.
I
Now
don't
we
know
can do
why.
this
You were
time.
like, you're actually a super fun drinker. It's
So
like,
if
trust
anyone
me.
wants to fuel my alcoholism, please do so.
Nah, he's
Because I
fun.
just become more and more insufferable. So.
He becomes much more quick witted. He's just a
you, dude.
lot
You found it
faster. It's really funny, like because he'll spit out jokes faster than you can sort of comprehend them. and I was like, holy shit! I gotta like write these down to understand the narrative of Drunk Speak right now. But they're
and like an
so
hour
fast.
later, I'll do like a callback to a joke. That,
Yeah,
like,
and you're like,
for
whoa!
some reason, I remember.
It's
it,
like
and I
a
was wait
sick,
second.
like it's like watching The Wire, but like as one man who plays video games. It's pretty sick. So yeah, come drink with us unless you're weird. Then I don't know, do something. No.
Are we
Okay.
gonna go into emails?
Yes. So I was we didn't podcast last week, obviously, but we got a bunch of emails from you guys from Griffin's violent prompt.
Yeah, you guys all have more violent fantasies than I expected.
Yes,
for sure.
they're pretty nuts. Okay,
No one wants to talk about actual melee. They just want to talk about fucking
hurting people that you don't know.
Yeah, destroying Kalamazoo because he had it coming.
So the question was, who would you like to just run from like the 25-yard line on a football field, just slam into as hard as you could, and do harm to them? And so this one comes from Rob. I think I would want to tackle Salami Mommy. That fucker got to live my melee dream. The dream being to just one day show up unexpectedly at a major national with a ridiculous tag, something like XX Waluigi's fingernails XX. Dressed in like full Naruto cosplay or something of the 4-stock all 5 gods, win, and never show up to anything ever again. I would forever be that one fucker that nobody could explain. Sure, he got to do it at only some shitty Arcadian, but that's closer to my melee dream than I will ever be. Don't count yourself out. Also, he says if I could replace Taffakins with anyone, it would be Borp. Borp is probably just the white Taffakins, I think, if he talked more.
And worked at NASA.
Yeah, and I mean, there you go. So I think that's pretty apt. Well, if I think about it that way, I think you might just be racist. Because it's like, if they're interchangeable, you just want the white guy instead of the Asian person, which, you know.
Anthony is really quick.
I feel like you just created that narrative in your mind real quick.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you follow the logic from where I started it, I think you might have some problems with the Asian community. And that's for you to figure out. But yeah, so, okay, got another one. I would pay untold amounts of money to slam my disgusting fleshy body at full speed directly into Kira.
Oh, no.
I wonder why. Kira's kind of nice. But more importantly, I want the aftermath of my collision to result in his body flying at terminal velocity directly into NMW's legs, crippling him for life. This is technically breaking the rules, I know, but it has to be both of them.
Jesus.
Well, you know, that's those are your terms. This comes from
2
Michael.
Asians so far. You guys are racist.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Michael says, "What's happening?" I like how he spelled that. The person in the Smash community I'd like to inflict physical harm to on a football field would be that one frail, underweight dude. Every scene has one, like 4'11" to 5'5", built like a tortilla full of cocktail sticks. But I'd like a couple tries to see how many flips I could make them do by going shoulder first into the neck at 25 miles per hour. Crash mat would be preferable, so all the trauma inflicted is from the assault and not their malnourished Mountain Dew bones landing on damp grass.
I think people really like creating these illustrations.
The violent, when you open the door to like violent fantasy, it really just gets people going. Jokes aside, though, who do you think are the people undeserving of top player privilege out of the people who want TPP the most? I don't understand that question.
Most undeserving? Okay. People who wait, I don't think anyone really fights for top player privilege unless you're like Leffen.
Right, or like Drug Fox. Remember when Drug Fox made all those blogs that he like wasn't being treated properly? It's like, fucking fuck off, dude.
I think just the person deserving of like the least in their life is probably Westballs. Just deserves the worst of everything to offer.
Speaking of, okay, I was at I streamed a local a couple weeks ago. I still have to upload the VOD. Sorry, Manny, but. So I streamed this local, and Westballs was there, and it was fucking packed. And there's usually not places to sit and play friendlies and stuff. And Westballs was there, and I have the stream set up, and it's just kind of like this bench with just me. And there's a spot you kind of got to cram in there, but there's a spot to sit down. So I'm just sitting there, and Westballs just like crams into the spot and just like sits down next to me. And I'm like, "Hey, what's up, buddy?" And he's like, "I just want a place to sit down." I'm like, okay, yeah, well, just sit tight, fam. And he's like super, super high, just been dabbing all day. And he's just sitting there, he's just like texting. And I'm like, Westball's like, what's your life like? Like, what do you wake up and do? And he looked at me and he was like, he had his head down on the desk like he was like sleeping at school. On the table, and he just raised his head up, and he's already smiling, and he's like, and it's like he had this like prepared answer. He's like, "All right, so like when I wake up, like I think immediately like, oh, I'm Westballs, like I'm a legend. And then I just like practice
Jesus
tech skill,
Christ.
and then I just like get on Twitter and just, I don't know. That's pretty much it. I'm like, sick. Well, thank you. You adequately answered my question. And then I talked to him about the pizza that he was gonna eat, and then he left like into the ether, and I didn't talk to him for the rest of the tournament. So it's funny. TPP is very much a regional thing, or it's very much like a thing at nationals. Like it's really accentuated, but TPP at something like a local, it was like that could have been any goddamned guy, but it was the Westballs who wakes up and tells himself he's a legend.
I think that TPP is only existent to the people who like allow it to happen.
I think so too. Yeah, it's all in the
treat
mind.
players like they're special, as if they like offered them something other than being this figure to watch at a game they loved.
Yeah,
Like other than that, really, what has fucking Mewtwo King done for you in your life besides provide you with sick viewing experiences,
right?
Including 0 to deaths.
0 to deaths, and just having the name Mewtwo King become part of the popular vernacular.
when you commit so many hundreds of hours into a game that you love so much, and like this player has further the metagame than you ever will, I guess you can like praise them in that way, right? Like they're more than just a viewing experience.
But I'm talking to the people who like go to Mewtwo King and they're like, "Hey man, how's it going?" And then like the second question out of their mouth is like, "Are you hungry? You want me to get you something to eat? Like,
No.
want me to give up my spot in the rotation for you or something?" Like,
Okay, yeah,
I
that's
understand praising somebody. Obviously, they're deserving of praise if you value it so. But like people who literally just try to, finagle their way into this person's life via a fucking ham sandwich from the lobby.
suck their pangus.
Right.
Yeah,
one time last year at Genesis, I got kicked off a setup by Armada and Shroomed because they just wanted to warm up, and I bitched. I fucking bitched at them. I was like, God damn it, and I left. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I want to play too. Yeah. So what? I went 3-2. Come on. It's like I want to play, but yeah, I don't know. I agree. Anyway, so this guy comes from an anonymous email account. I like those. Instead of me grass smashing someone, could I watch some top players go at it? I'd like to see Leffen and I sprint into NMW in his full doubles commentary outfit, complete with wrinkled dress shirt and ill-fitting tie. He'd also be wearing his lucky hand braces for safety. They charge him from opposite sides at full speed while shouting, "How's this for team synergy?" forming a delicious European grease sandwich. It says, "Hey, Bad Melee, I've been following since the Ganon article, but never got off my ass to send you guys an email." See, that's why Griffin's question was so good, because guys like this are like, I'll fucking answer that one, and I think that's really cool. To answer Griffin's question, I'd really like to lay out Taffo to A, hear the disgusting noise he produces on impact, and B, see him do a Yahoo Esports piece about G4 in a neck brace or something equally humiliating.
Jesus Christ.
I also want to know if anyone still talks to Damien. I miss him on the podcast, and he hasn't tweeted since like November. That's all from your fellow shitter, Zach. Damien, okay, so Damien, I'll just let people know who are curious. Damien moved, he visited me in California. He stayed here for like a month. He decided that he wanted to go back to Colorado and just sort of and like go to school and sort of get his feet down because he just graduated high school. He's still a young lad. So he's just like figuring his shit out. He's just like he's a boy, he's 19 and he's just living. So, but Damien would love to have your tweets. Tweet him. He will respond to you. He's still the same old happy little boy. But yeah. So anyway, let's see. Oh shit. This is also the email cycle where the guy sent that video where they chopped up my voice for blackmail. And I just want to say that I'll find you.
That was the highest quality private chip.
That was some good shit. We all really appreciated that, even if you are trying to snuff me out. But that was cool.
My favorite part was I acquired this new skill called video editing.
It's like the part about sucking Pepis from his tentacles. That was pretty nice.
and feed me burgers in my hole.
Oh,
That was like fucking top quality. Thank you.
Stop laughing when I first heard it. It was so funny.
So thank you, Zach Macaroni.
Zachary Macaroni.
Zachary Macaroni, commonly known as SFAT. Anyway,
Macaroni.
this guy says, okay, so this guy says, hey guys, finally decided to get off my ass and email again. Glad to hear Griffin's back.
That makes one of us.
Now all you guys need is to find Damien wherever he is. Covered that. Anyway, I decided to email you guys again because I actually have an answer to your question of who would you want to tackle on a football field, or however you worded it. Took me a minute or so of thinking, but I ultimately decided on Esam because he's Esam. The controversy with this pick, I imagine, is whether or not he's actually a part of the Melee community.
Oh, wow.
That's true. Wow.
Big roast. Personally, I'd let it slide because Esam, but I'm not the shit-posting expert here. I would say you've already done your job by that excellent, subtle roast.
It was pretty good.
It is a quality.
And that's it. Those are the emails. You guys sent a bunch. Some of them were just kind of actually really mean. So we're going to hold on to those, put those in the Bad Melee vault to unearth.
The director's cut.
Yeah, the director's cut. In 2060, you'll see those on the DVD box set.
We'll release the documents like they're supposed to release the JFK assassination documents.
Yeah, they'll become declassified, and it's like MK Ultra. So yeah, we'll be at Genesis. Find us, don't find us. And,
whatever you want to, really.
Yeah, whatever, dude. We'll be there. We'll just be playing Melee like we want to. Fingers hurting. So our email prompt for this week is, for one, if you go to Genesis, tell us stories, because we will be.
Oh yeah.
We'll do like a tweet out of like where we are at a certain time, I guess.
I won't fucking do that.
No, like in the email.
Okay, well I will. I'll send them where you are.
Yeah, Neeper's gonna set up a booth to come, a kissing booth, and
you just come kiss Neeper. The Gaming Generations booth.
No, yeah. I'll just continuously tweet out your location.
Just follow me around.
Our exact latitude.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's going into the bathroom, stall 3 from the left. Yeah, we'll go to the Gaming Generations booth and just kick all their shit down and throw it all on the fucking floor, and we'll just post up, and you guys can come and ask us questions and get inside our head as Bad Melee brains and experts. No, so tell us your Genesis stories, and yeah. So,
sign us off, Neeper. What are your closing thoughts?
Welcome to Neeper's Corner.
I have no idea.
Hell yeah.
What's in your corner, Neeper? What do you want to say? There's like 500 people that listen to this. You have the voice right now to have 500 people listen to your words. What do you say to them?
I'm getting nervous. Okay, I found out my cat was gay. I'm gonna return it eventually. Yeah, sometime this week. If you guys have any recommendations for shelters that don't sell gay cats, I would love to hear them. No, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry about your gay cat. Neeper just exiled himself.
No, I exiled.
Oh, you did?
As Amazon Prime Overlord.
Executive order. All right.
No one does that one.
So now that Neeper, okay,
you back. Moved me and I didn't even notice because it's silent. I've been talking.
What a fucking feature! Fuck with your friends, only on Discord. All right, guys. We'll see you there. Maybe we won't, but it'll be good times.
I was like talking. After I said that, I was talking, and you guys were just silent. And I was
Did
like,
it fuck with you?
Yeah, I was like, I guess I really fucked up. Like, that wasn't funny at all.
I think I made him mad.
Yeah, I was like, is that just like out of their line? Like,
all right, find us. Tell Neeper he's funny. Follow him everywhere you go. Bye.